nature. But I remember my dad saying, always work hard for what you have, right? And always, the one thing he always said was be transparent, tell the truth. So best advice I received as a kid, live by it. It's not an easy road, but it's worthwhile. You know what I mean? It builds a legacy, and that's what I want.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Okay, so I've got 10 questions here.
Here we go.
Right. You can choose to just,
Do I say pass? If I say pass, can I say pass? I'm pass.
No, you can't pass. If you don't want to answer, you're gonna have to pay.
Don't ask me why I'm so loud. I'm loud. Listen, people think I'm mad. I'm not mad, people. Like, can we just put this in a segment? I'm not a mad person. I just talk very loud. My husband the other day is like, "Why are you so loud?" I'm just passionate. I'm Portuguese.
She's Portuguese.
I'm Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Portugal. Oh, Portugal. Hey, did I say that right? Please tell me I said that right.
Which part?
Oh my God, the Portugal.
You know what? That's just a one word. If you don't get that one right, I don't know what's gonna happen.
What about this one? Assuge.
That's so.
Oh, here we go. All right.
So.
You know what? I'm not messing with this pork chop.
No, listen, hey. There's a difference between not knowing a language and accents. Accents are perfectly fine, man.
Remember when I said palminha? And you're like, nope.
Well, you see, because you don't speak Portuguese on a daily basis.
I don't. I can't believe how good you speak Portuguese.
Well, because it's my first language.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's the one I feel most comfortable with.
It's amazing. It's just fascinating.
I hide the fact that I don't
but
speak
you like
English
don't.
well.
I don't know. Like, comment below if you think that Jamie has an accent. I don't hear an accent.
In English?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't?
No.
I have an accent. Like, if you pay attention, I do, but I disguise it well. I know I do. I disguise it well.
I didn't even know when we first met that you were Portuguese.
Yeah,
I think it took like about 6 months. When Pedro was doing the camera thing, that's when I knew.
Even though I was born here, I was raised there until I was 19.
I didn't know that. Like, you just told me this a couple of months. I think it was a couple of months ago, and I was shocked. I was like, we were here from the truckers convoy. I was shocked. I'm like, what do you mean? And you're like, yeah, 19. I came here, and I'm like, really? Didn't even know. So.
All right, this is the fun podcast. This is just 10 questions to Carmen, and you answer short, long, whatever you feel like. There's no rule here. You just can't pass.
What?
No, there's no hard questions.
I want to pass. No,
okay,
I'm kidding.
First question: what do you hate hearing?
Negativity. Somebody that's like self-sabotaging. I don't hate, but I dislike it because I believe that everybody sets their story, right? And you set the presidency for your life. I believe wholeheartedly we are the masters, like the painters to our story, right? So we paint, we're on the canvas, we draw it out. So when I hear, oh, why me? I can't believe this happened to me. Oh my gosh, like the self-sabotaging.
That negativity.
I don't know what it is about that it's like, no, like you want to be like, no, you can do better. The only reason why I say this is, I'll talk. I'm gonna do a truth bomb here because I know the commentary I'm gonna get. I know the stuff I'm gonna get. So there was a point in my life where I was suicidal. This was right after Zendaya's birth, right? It's not embarrassing to say it was postpartum, and I remember the exact night. So yes, I've been there. So, but I also believe my frame of mind, the way I thought at that time, 100% was me. I did it to myself because I didn't think I was, and I went through that motion, that depression. So I went through it. I know the exact time, and this may be news to people, but it was probably the worst time of my life. And I only remember this because Zendaya showed me some pictures last night. She was going through my phone, and there were pictures of when she was born, and I saw the exact night when she was laying in bed and she was rolling back and forth, and she kept me up all night. Yeah. And I remember in my mind, I was like, tonight's the night, da-da-da. So I have been there. So when I hear the self-sabotaging talk, I've been there. So when I tell you I have the traumas, I have whatever, I have them. So I've worked through all of this, frame by frame, worked on my inner child because I have been there. I've been there.
And it's good that you're bringing that out and
100%.
you're being honest about it, because I feel like there's so many people out there that might be even watching or listening to us right now that keep it to themselves, and it's a
100%.
hard,
No, but then
heavy
you hear,
burden.
because I've had comments where they're like, oh, you don't understand. And I'm like, you don't know my life. Don't judge somebody because, I'm talking by experience. When I say something, I don't say it to take other things lightly. I say it because it's truth. Like, this is a truth that I'm speaking because it can help somebody else. And I read something from Gary Vee the other day who exactly said that. He wrote down, when we talk about our past traumas and our past experiences and our past, because everybody wants that story where they're like, you made it to the top, but it was rough going all the way up. There's a lot that's happened in my life that, had I not gone through it, wouldn't bring me who I am today. And I get goosebumps saying this because nobody knows, not even my family, not even, but not anybody, like my brothers and sisters, and, they don't know. You don't know me. You don't. And when I say this, like the self-talk, I'm that person. Like, I'm that person that did the self-talk where I was like, oh, it's all your fault. You're so stupid. Why would you do? And I did it. And it causes so much damage to you as a human being that I think when I say this to you, just replace it. And I do this, like Dee said this to me the other day. She's like, I love and I forgot I gave this advice. When you say something negative, like negative self-talk, or you say something or something negative happens, replace it with 3 positive thoughts. And I used to say this to the team all the time, and I want to give this to my team as well. Like, replace it. Replace 1 negative thought with 3 positive thoughts, right? Surround yourself with the right individuals, the right people to make you be in a positive environment, right? And if you need to eliminate people, eliminate them. What was detrimental to me was the fact that I would keep people in my life that didn't deserve to be there, because I'm the type of person that I'm highly sensitive. I'm an empath. And what I want to do is I want to help people all the time where it was detrimental to me, right? So my frame of mind, my mentality, me as a human being, I would wholeheartedly give you the advice. Replace your self-negative thought with positive thoughts. I was there. I was medicated. I was all that. I am not, today I can wholeheartedly say I have no medication, I have nothing. I am 100%, all about positive reinforcement. I read positive stuff. I immerse myself in positive stuff. I love watching positive videos. I love watching, people's life, how they've overcome things. I like to get advice. If you have advice for me, any good positive advice, I would take it. But that's what bothers me, because I've been there. I've been there mentally. I've been there physically. I know what I went through at that time. But I would wholeheartly, that's the one thing. I know I went off on a tantrum on this, but
no, that's fine. Hey,
yeah,
listen,
that's the one thing that I would say is self-negative thought, like being like detrimental to yourself. Like just be positive. That's it.
Cool. We're getting good content here, man. Next question is, what has been your favorite age so far?
Oh, I was just saying this to Zervain. Did you talk to him?
No.
25. I love 25. 25, I was a rock star, man. I was like at my fittest. I'm getting back to being fit again. But I was at my fittest. And honestly, I felt so, sorry, it's 19 to 25 because I felt indestructible, right? Don't tell me like you felt like I felt indestructible. I didn't have any pains in my body. Like now you wake up, you're like, oh, you turn the wrong way.
Listen, I understand what you're saying. I'm 25 now. And listen, I'm at the...
He's not 25. Okay. But I would say like 19 to 25, I honestly felt like I had like 5 jobs. I was like so ambitious. I wanted to take on the world. I love that age. 19 to 25 was the best age. Honestly, I felt so young. Like indestructible, young. Right? Like I know, but I felt like you felt it, man. Like you could do cartwheels without worrying that you're going to break your hip, right? So, and I used the cartwheel because I tried to do a cartwheel the other day and I hurt my lower back. So all I'm saying is, and people will say, well, it's your frame of mind. I'm like, yeah, I get it, but my body still hurts. So just saying. But yeah, 19 to 25 was probably one of the best times of my life. I was single. I was buying whatever I wanted. So selfish. So selfish.
So good. All right. Next question is, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Didn't I have one? I was singing it all the
You
time.
were singing it the other day. What was it? Can't remember.
Well, it's Celine Dion. It's My Heart Will Go On, for sure.
All right.
Near, far, wherever you are. Anyways, I love that song. I will sing anything Celine Dion. I'll be honest with you because I feel like I sing like her, you know? Like you guys can give me a little, you know, let's do the side by side frame. I really feel like I'm really like
Leave
good.
comments. Please leave comments. Please.
Celine Dion, 100%. I love everything about Celine Dion.
If your dog could talk, what would he say about you?
Oh, I'm a weirdo. I talk to my dog like a baby all the time. I swear. I'm like, so yesterday, you know what? You had to talk to Zervain. No. Like I swear. So yesterday, Zervain, so you know how a dog always like attaches to one person in the family? So Zervain's that person. So I wish I had known the theory on a dog. So because I want the dog to love me more than he loves Zervain. That's not going to happen, people.
Selfish much?
Yeah, I know, but he loves Zervain. Like when Zervain leaves, he has so much anxiety. He's not like that with me. I told Zervain, I'm like, is he like that with me? No, he's not. So when I get home, he gets excited. But I realized with my dog, like I tried to do the sit, give me a paw, right? So I was like, sit, give me a paw, and he wouldn't do it. So I'm like, give me a paw. I did that like 20 times, and Zervain got up. He's like, Mando, sit, give me a paw. And he did it. And I was like, are you kidding me? And he's like, he just doesn't want to listen to you, Carm. Like, he doesn't. He's like, just stop with the give me the paw. So then I went and got his treat. I got like 3 treats, and he knew. So I didn't. And Zervain was shocked. He's like, oh, he did it with you. And I was like, see, he does love me. And he's like, wait a second. Do you have his, because it's like the chicken. He's like, do you have his snacks? I'm like, I do. He's like, he does that with anybody with snacks, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So Mando, like I treat Mando like a baby. When he wakes up, I do hold them, and I'm like, "Good morning, boop boop boop, good morning." So
we'll put a picture up here.
Mando's the best dog ever. So I love Mando with all my heart. Yeah, he's the best dog. So yeah, so I think he would say that she's a little cuckoo because Zervain says, how do you talk to that dog all the time? Like full on conversations with my dog. When I'm getting mad at him and I'm like, don't do that. You can't do that, Mando. Zervain's like, he doesn't understand what you're saying. I'm like, yes, he does. I think this dog understands me.
They understand.
So I believe
more
like
than
the dog,
we think.
Yeah, but I think Mando would come and be like, yeah, Dad, I do understand her. Like, I feel like that's what he would say.
Okay, cool.
So.
What motivates you the most?
100% my kids. So my kids motivate me. So little Z is a champ. I have to say, the kid's a champ. So I want to hire 200 agents, 200 elite agents. That's my goal. And this morning he woke up. He's like, okay, mommy, you're going to go to work, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, don't forget, we need 200 agents in that office. And I was like, oh, when did he hear me say that?
Yes, sir.
But what I'm saying to you is my kids, like they hear and they read, like little Z's like well above, like he reads. It's crazy. Like he's like a fanatic like me. I can read books and books and books. I'm back into that. So I love it. Little Z's the exact same way. So he reads my board that I have. Like when I get up in the morning, it's right in front of me. So he's like, don't forget, you need to do this. You need this, Mom. So yeah, they motivate me. My kids motivate me. Cool. My team motivates me 100% because, without them, honestly, this, TCG wouldn't exist. But I am blessed to have them. I feel, each individual, as I see them grow and become successful, I'm beyond blessed with my team. So they take on what they lead by example, right? So I lead by example. They look at me so it's awesome. It's just awesome. Like they motivate me that way. So
very cool. Okay. Next question is, what is the best single advice you ever received?
The best advice? Nothing in this world is free. So you have to work for it. That was the best advice. And it was more like my dad said, don't expect anything for free. You know what I mean? You have to work for it. So I remember as a little kid, that's how we were taught. You work for everything. And I tell my kids, and I'll say to everybody, I had at any given time, when I started like 13, I had about 4 jobs all the time. I was always working. I was a workhorse. So it's just nature. But I remember my dad saying, always work hard for what you have, right? And always, the one thing he always said was be transparent, tell the truth. So best advice I received as a kid, lived by it. It's not an easy road, but it's worthwhile. You know what I mean? It builds a legacy, and that's what I want.
Hear that, kids? Learn. What do you wish you learned sooner?
Investments. I wish I learned to save a lot sooner. I wish I learned to save. I wish I learned half the stuff on this business. I wish I had set up my business like the mortgage industry. I wish I never partnered with, with people. I wish I just did this on my own.
Yeah.
And I knew all that. But the partnerships I needed because it taught me a lot about myself.
I was just going to say that. You needed that to go through
I know.
that path.
And I just, so it's a learning experience, but I do have to say that, I just wish that, when it came to investments, I wish there was a lot of things that I had done differently at a young age. So I'm setting my kids up. So hands down, my kids are set up for life.
That's
so
it. What do you think is key to living a good life?
Joy. Living in joy and enjoying every moment. Doesn't matter what that moment looks like. Man, if that moment is, it's living in joy. And money is not living in joy. Having all the money in the world is not living in joy. Living in joy, like you can have billions and billions of dollars, but if you don't have the family love structure, you're done. So, and if you don't have inner peace or joy, then it's not worth it. So I'm all about finding inner joy. I had to say, and I'm going to say this, I am a person that celebrates every holiday. So I always said to Zervain, what are we known for? You know how like every family, like a mom is known for something? I'm known for celebrating every single holiday. Decorations go up, everything goes up. No, it doesn't matter. Easter, whole bunch of decorations went up, comes down. The next one will be Zendaya's birthday. It's under the sea theme. I prepare for that all year. I get excited to decorate and celebrate. So if you come to my house and it's your birthday, chances are that whole house is going to be decorated for you. So, but I'm all about
February 5th, let's not forget.
No,
Okay.
but it's every experience. Like I think you need to live and build experiences for your kids, right? My kids know it. They know I love experiences. So.
All right, cool. I'm liking these
Yeah,
answers.
me too.
They're good. Do you think people can change?
100%. 100%. Everybody can change. I believe in the human race, 100%. I believe everybody can change. You can be a better person. It's all in your frame of mind. You are the artist to your picture. So you can create that story. You're the director. So change the story, change the narrative of that story.
I believe in that too, and I
100%.
always found it weird when people
Don't mistaken. I want to say something, and I don't want to interrupt you because I'm going to forget. So don't mistaken me saying that people, like people have bad attitudes. Don't mistaken that for me not believing that they can change. I believe everybody has rights to change. I just believe today, in some of the experiences I have, humans sometimes are ugly. Like they're ugly the way they're acting. But I want you to know, I truly believe, regardless, and I'm human, so I'm going to react to like, oh my gosh, that's so annoying. I can't believe that person's like that, to your face. I will say to your face. So, but I want you to know, I believe that human being can change. And if they want to, in their mind, click and they want to change, they have the ability. I would never say that person can never change. I've heard it where people will tell me, like in the office, oh, that person's never going to change. I believe in people. And you can ask Dee, you can ask any of my agents. I believe every human being can change. Doesn't matter how bad or how far out you've gone. I believe you can rope yourself in and be a better person.
All right, cool. No, I was just going to say, I find it hard to believe when people just set their minds, oh, I'm this kind of person, and that they live
they
by
can change.
that. Yeah.
No, I believe people can change. I totally believe in the human race. Don't mistake in me saying my experiences that I don't like people. I love people. I think people are, but it's human nature to be like super annoyed with situations. It's very much so human nature.
So this last question kind of ties into this answer, I think. Is, do you believe in second chances?
100%. I do believe in second chances. I believe that there's always second chances. There's people that have come back from, I saw a story yesterday, a woman that was a drug addict, 20 years drug addict, lost her kids, and now she's rebuilt her life in the last 10 years. When people say, oh, they're a lost cause, they can't be helped, just forget about it. I feel sad about that. I believe that's, second chances do happen 1,000%. But it's you as the human being, you have to decide it, not me. I can't decide for you. I believe that everybody has that one moment, the aha, the click moment, and they're like, I need to change. But it's always something that's important to you that makes you change.
Yeah. It needs
So
to bring that value to your life for sure.
100%. But it's something that you hold value, right? So, you know, to me, I would change for my children. My children mean the world to me. So if I had to change something for my kids, I would 100% change anything in my life for my kids, except I wouldn't give up coffee. You didn't ask me a question about coffee.
I did.
I will not give up coffee, people.
But this
I've given up alcohol. I've given up a lot of stuff. I will not give up coffee.
This is definitely not going to be the last show of questions that I have for you. So I'll probably.
I like the questions. Yeah, no, it's good. So I believe in the human race. It doesn't change, and I always say this because Zereen's like, "Oh, you're always." I'm like, no, I'm not upset. I'm disappointed. Like, you know, I don't get upset at my kids. I get disappointed, right? Where when I see a situation, I'm like, why? And then Zereen's like, you obsess, but I'm not obsessing. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, what caused? And I do what you do. What caused that person to be that way?
Why? Why did you?
Why?
Do that?
Right? Yeah. And that's just like, you know, live by the truth. That's my mentality. So.
All right. And that's it for these questions. So like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and comments. Please leave comments so Carmen can answer every single comment you guys put there. And don't forget, we're also on Spotify. So this way, if you're walking the dog or just...
I love my dog. He's so cute.
There you go. If you're walking the dog, you can listen to Carmen.
Thank you so much. Here we go. No, I'm kidding.
Oh boy.
Oakley dokley. Oh, get out of here. You do this the one time I look at my phone.
Addiction is real, people.
You telling me my hair looks good is like a mission, bro. I have to take pictures for my husband. He's like, what's up, hot mama? Look at my husband. Wow, I like that. What else you got?
How do you like them apples?
No way. Great way to ruin the vibe. Does anybody have espresso? Espresso?